Welcome to GRE Mnemonics video number 61. Let us take a quick recap of video number 60. Ant tickles a player and he does antiques and bizarre actions. The footballer was pro and he prayed after he was accused with tax evasion, financial wrongdoings, impropriety of the field. The player somehow lacks confidence and starts dancing differently off the field. By the Thol Lake in Gujarat, a book launch is organized with many flowers by a penguin. The penguin had captured the player's life. Seals prey upon penguins, so a pro V using den seal chased the penguin. The seal spent incautiously and even made an improvident, incautious move, causing cars topple behind him. Let us learn and understand today's set of GRE words. Imprudent, meaning lacking caution, injudicious, not attentive to consequence. Clue, lacking caution, a boy ignores improving dental health. Visualize, a chocolate-eating boy, lacking in caution, ignores Pepsodent. He will soon have tooth issues. An imprudent person doesn't think about the consequences and might cross the street without looking both ways. Here, a person crosses a road carelessly. He is not attentive to the consequence. Prudent means wise or shrewd. Add the prefix im meaning not and suddenly you have an adjective that describes the opposite of being wise or shrewd or intelligent. Antiphon, meaning a response or alteration of responses, generally musical. Clue, the boy finishing church prayer and at the end phones his mom with a musical chant. Visualize the boy finishing church prayer and at the end phones his mom with a musical chant. Some joined in the singing of the final antiphon, and others took turns walking away from the stage while playing, letting the sound swirl through space like incense. Here, a short sentence is sung or recited before or after a psalm or hymn in a musical setting of an antiphon, and attendees took turns while playing, letting it resound in the church. Antipodes, meaning a place or region on the opposite side of the earth. Clue, he informs his mother about the iPod he left in the Easter Islands on the other side of the earth. Visualize, the child informs his mother about the iPod he left in the Easter Islands on the earth's other side. Easter Island is antipodal to an area close to Desert National Park, 35 km from Jaisalmer, India. Easter Island is the only antipodal region in India. Antipodal means where two surfaces of the earth are connected by one line. In our earth, 71% of areas are covered by oceans. So less than 4% is covered by antipodal. So in Rajasthan, Jaisalmer is antipodal and doesn't lie in water. Easter Island in Chile is also an antipodal. Antiquary, one who collects and examines old things as coins, books, medals, weapons, etc. Clue, the boy queried and found a quarry nearby, in which he found ancient coins, scripts, and manuscripts. Visualize, the boy queried and found a quarry nearby, in which he found ancient coins, scripts, and manuscripts. The term antiquary is used for those students who study history with particular attention to ancient artifacts, archaeological and historical sites, or historic archives and manuscripts. So, one who collects and examines old things such as coins, books, medals, weapons, etc. is an antiquary. Note, by the end of the 19th century, antiquarianism had diverged into several more specialized academic disciplines, including archaeology, art history, numismatics, sigillography, philology, literary studies, and diplomatics. Antiquate. Make obsolete or old-fashioned. Clue. He also found an old typewriter and other out-of-date ant-eating equations statue. Visualize, the boy finds an old typewriter and other out-of-date ant-eating equation statue. Antiquate. Things like typewriters, sealing wax for letters, and ideas of proper etiquette all seem antiquated in modern society. So, in the present modern age, old typewriters, sealing wax for letters, etc. are obsolete. They are no longer used. They are old-fashioned. Currently, things get antiquated even faster. 5-inch floppy disks for computers and dial-up modems were very modern 15 years ago, but now they are antiquated. Let us summarize using this short story. A chocolate-eating boy lacking in caution ignores Pepsodent. He was soon going to have tooth issues. The boy finished church prayer and in the end phones his mom with a musical chant. He informs his mother about the iPod he left in the Easter Islands on the other side of the earth. The boy queried and found a quarry nearby in which he found ancient coins, scripts, and manuscripts. He also found an old typewriter and other out-of-date ant-eating equations statue. Time for a quiz. Do you remember the word which means lacking caution, injudicious, not attentive to consequence? Do you remember the meaning for the word antiquary? Do you remember the word as well as the meaning associated with this mnemonic? We hope you got all 3 of them right. In case you haven't, feel free to watch the video again. Let us know about your experience here. Till we meet next with the next set of GRE words. Thank you.